All right. Welcome back, everybody, for another exciting edition of the Open Stream. We have our challenger, David Gentry, facing off against Mike Gaines on our Jesters match here at the Mad Apple Burgers and Billiard Company located on West College Avenue. We are playing 8-ball today, race to 7. And I am Patrick Lynn, joined in the booth by Chris Katanis, the man that keeps this thing running. How you doing, Chris?
Chris G or Chris Guntanis.
Chris,
Close though.
Chris Guntanis?
Guntanis.
I'm just going to call you Gun.
G is fine.
I thought it was Katanis.
G is fine.
Oh, man, I've been messing that up for a while.
It's the hardest last name to pronounce in the whole world, so don't worry about it.
All right, well, let's get these gentlemen ready to lag here. I'm going to give them the thumbs up, and we are going to get underway here.
And we're off.
You know, well, that's my reputation here on the stream. I destroy everybody's name.
Oh, yeah, I do it too. Don't worry. It's really tough. Even if you've asked them and practiced it a few times, as soon as you get to the mic, all of a sudden it's like a tongue twister.
All right, let's see who's going to come out on top. It looks like our current Jester.
Mike Gaines? Nope.
No? David? Yeah, David won the lag, looks like.
Okay. And they are playing 8-ball.
8-ball race to 7.
Nice. BCAPL rules, ball in hand.
300 something in the middle. So I don't know if any of the folks are watching the UK Open because I don't see too many on the stream right now. But switch over here to the Jester match.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get everyone from Matchroom over to our stream, please. Let everyone know.
It's kind of like competing against the Super Bowl, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a little bit of a bummer that Shane Van Bonen got knocked out.
Yeah, him and Sky Woodward, they were the last remaining Americans. I think they both made the 16.
Well, and why
16.
do they always have to play each other? You know, it's like we had a couple U.S. players, and they had to eliminate each other.
Yeah, when Shane was playing Ruiz, who's currently in the finals right now, I guess, against Filler.
Yeah.
He got down quite a bit, and, he's capable of them insane comebacks. We saw it in the World Pool Championship, but it just didn't happen for him.
Yep. Shane tried. He had a little bit of a comeback, but the cue ball control was a little lacking, and he got himself in trouble.
Yeah, and so David just started off, or no, that was Mike. Missed a 2-ball on the side. Hopefully those are just first game little jitters. Get out of the system.
And Mike is our returning Jester, correct?
That is correct.
How many weeks in a row did he win?
This might be his third week.
Third? Okay,
I know
great.
it's his second for sure. I think it's his third week, though.
He's a great player.
With a week off in between somewhere, if I remember correctly. So,
well, and anyone on Facebook knows Mike Gaines. He's everywhere.
Yeah, he does post quite a bit on the Wisconsin Pool Player Society and things like that. Looks like he got a little locked up here. Yeah, he's completely in jail right now. He's trying to go for a hit on the 2-ball. Just misses it. Got dangerous with the 8. So it'll be ball in hand for Mike. And stripes look pretty decent right now. Well, I mean, the 8-ball's in the way, taking away a pocket that he might need. So he might try and bust that up a little bit.
Be a good choice.
It's going to be hard to move the 8. Or not hard, dangerous to move that 8.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want stripes. But starting with ball in hand does offer some positivity for the outcome.
Now, is he trying to push this off the 14 here? Nope, just straight in.
Looked like he wanted to force foul into the 10, the 14-10.
Yeah, he's trying to bust it up a little bit, and unfortunately tied up the 15 ball now too. So stripes are in a bit of a tough spot right now, and solids look just wide open minus the 8 ball.
Yeah, that's my game right there. Every time I end up playing somebody, I always get the stripe situation here.
Where like your balls are just completely in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, what do? Eventually you either got to get the 8 out of the way. I mean, there's 3 possible balls that are being blocked by that 8.
Yeah. We'll see how Dave runs them out here.
Looks like a clean route back to the 3.
Yep. Like he might be saving the 3 for last, actually.
Very possible. I mean, now that the 8 is not as open as it used to be.
Yeah, I like saving the 2 for last. It's a little bit easier coming off that 2 into the 8, maybe.
Correct. Yeah. Follow forward on it. He does definitely. He's got to get proper on this, too, if he chooses to shoot the 3 first.
Yeah, well, he's on the 2 right now, and he could, with a lot of inside, possibly come back into the 15-8, but you're flirting with danger doing that.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, even if he goes rail first, just rolls up a little bit, he can go rail first, no problem.
Yeah, just sneak the cue ball right in between the 15 and the rail.
Well, take a look at the overhead quick.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, it's a little close for comfort, but it is definitely doable.
Well, he pulled back. I think he would have wanted to go a little more forward, but still able to get at it. We'll see if we get a clean hit here. Nice. Perfect.
Good job.
Take another look at that one.
Well, that's the first game in the record books.
Down in the books. Our challenger taking the first game.
That's a power move right there. You win that first game, and now you're feeling good. And what do they always say? It's the first and the last game in a match.
Hardest ones to win.
Yeah, it really does seem that way. Sometimes that first game or two, both players are, working out a little bit of jitters, trying to get comfortable. They were practicing earlier today on whatever table they wanted, including this one.
Yeah, and it's always in the back of your head, someone's out there critiquing your game or, commentating. So you're always thinking like, what are they saying about me? So adds a little more pressure.
All positive.
And, you got thousands and thousands of people watching you as well on the stream here.
Looks like a second ball break here.
Yep. Wasn't happy with it. Nothing dropped.
Take a look at the layout here.
Solids are looking like your friend right now.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. Yeah, I don't see too many problems for solids. The 11's tough, I mean, whoever gets solids is probably going to leave that 7 there the whole game. And that's about it. That's the only problem ball.
Yep. He's calling a bank shot here.
Interesting.
Yeah. He does have enough to cut it if he wanted to, but the thing he's worried about with cutting that ball is cue ball's getting away from you speed-wise.
Well, and those that don't know, most of you probably do, BCAPL ball in hand 8-ball rules allows you open table after the break, and you can combo a stripe into a solid and call the solid. So there's a lot of opportunity there.
Oh, he did try to go for he switched the shot.
Hey, Eric Korb, welcome, man. It definitely will be a good match. Yeah, Fowler, he gets a bye every Sunday tournament, so he's sitting, waiting to destroy.
Yeah, and that's right. We got our weekly mini, our 8-ball going today. Got quite a few players. Was here last Monday for the 9-ball, and we have 10-ball every Friday.
Yeah, Friday was a pretty good turnout as well. Over 20 players, and there was some upsets.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, some of the 600 Fargo-rated players did not make it to the top 3.
Nice.
I do believe, I think Jacob Katkak was in the top 2. He had the hot seat, and I believe he did win the tournament.
Yeah, no, Monday 9-ball, Ray had the hot seat and won.
We'll have Ray here. Ray's not here today. What? This might be an easy run for all these guys. And who we're talking about is Ray South Strip Skenador. They call him South Strip for obvious reasons. when he was a kid. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah, I think he hails from Vegas or something.
Oh yeah, that's it. It's the old South Strip, as in the old strip. I think that would.
Old Vegas is
Yeah,
what they call
old
it.
Vegas. Thank you.
Yeah. Which is really cool if you ever get to go to Vegas. Hit that place up. It's a lot of fun. I went zip lining through the big tunnel. Had to wait in line for 25 hours, but
Well, I'll tell you what. When I think of South Strip, I'm thinking of Whitey Tighties.
moving on.
Envelope.
Back to the game.
Envelope. I'll envelope myself on that one. Now, if Ray walks in really upset looking at me, get out of the way.
Oh, I don't know what happened on that shot.
Well, you know what? He's probably thinking, he probably wanted to cheat the pocket to get the right angle to try to break up those other stripes. So is this another game?
Yeah, I mean,
where he's
stripes, yeah. They're just in trouble, you know. I mean, they're just not the favorites coming to the table. And when you got, you know, your balls positioned the way they are, you just got a lot of work to do.
It's definitely a little tough being in a situation like that.
Yeah, it can get frustrating too.
Yep, and that 2-ball took the place as blocker, defensive blocker.
Yeah, but can he get at the 2 clean now in the corner there? Yeah, he's got room to cut that in. He's gonna try to hold it here for the 5.
You know, he's playing aggressive.
Ooh, yeah.
A lot of players would leave that there just in case they needed a backup plan.
So now, he can play the 4 on the side here, and that's the shot I kind of like right now. He's got to just tap this cue ball forward, just follow it a little bit. And he went a lot of bit. So does it go past the 9 and the 11? I don't know. It must. I mean, if that's the way he played it, he must thinks it goes.
Well, looking at the right side overview, by the way, that's slightly delayed. That's not an error. We do that on purpose so you can watch a replay. It does look like it goes.
Yeah, he's got about exactly 1 ball, I think.
Oh, what a roll. It made the cut in the side a little tougher.
Yeah, that's a small side pocket for the 3.
But where does the 8 go? I mean, he's got to do 3, 4, and then 8.
Yeah, 8 goes all the way down. That's about it right now.
So he's changing to plan B here.
Yeah, so this is a tough shot because it's only got 1 ball. Yeah, that was a tight pocket.
All right, this is the opportunity Mike Gaines has been waiting for.
Yeah, so now the table's opened up for him quite a bit. You know, he's got to get the 11 first before the 9. He's going to start with the 12 ball here, or the 13. He's going with the 13. He's got a good angle here on the 11 ball, I think. Or he might want to start with the 10. Get a little bit better, but I think he's going to go for it right now.
Yeah, that was a smart shot.
Get the 11
kind of
out.
a two-way.
Yep.
Depending on where you're left, you got the 14 or the 9.
Yeah, right back to the middle of the table, you know. You got nothing but options here. You got really 4 options. I mean, a lot of different ways to play this here.
I would definitely be taking the 14 first because that could be a problem ball depending on where you're at.
Yeah, I like starting, you know, get the 10 and the 14 out of the way.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I like starting with the 10 just because I can control the cue ball better, I think. But looks like he's playing your shot to 14.
Well, it looked like the 14 on the side was almost straight in. He did cheat the pocket. I think he got a little more draw than he wanted.
Yeah, he's good here. He can just come off 1 rail, out for the 10 or the 12.
It's just not one of those shots you want to shoot, you know, under pressure. Hey.
Take the 12 all the way down right now.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
So, yeah, given the opportunity, he is taking full advantage here.
I just want to take a second to thank everyone that's watching. We do appreciate you. If you can get out there, like and share. It really does help. And if you're on Facebook, head over to YouTube and subscribe.
Ooh. So, a costly mistake there by Mike. It's going to put Dave back in the driver's seat here. 4 to the 3.
Yeah.
Probably take the 8.
That's got to be nerves because, I mean, I just seen him shoot 2 harder shots than that.
Yeah.
Maybe he popped up a little bit. Maybe he tried to cheat the pocket or, put English on it. Anytime you try to put English on something, everything gets a little tougher.
Yeah, and I always call it like Moneyball syndrome. You get to a ball in a rack where like all I got to do is make this ball and I'm out. And
right,
making that 9 ball, if he made that ball, he was out. All right, and 8 ball goes in.
puts that rack to an end.
So our challenger is starting off pretty hot here, 2-0, race to 7.
Now, to be fair, Mike's got to reevaluate, and he's got to let that go. He's got to have a short memory, and he's got to get right back in it. He probably feels he gave that game away. He's probably, like most of us, a little hard on yourself.
And he started off that rack, in a lot of trouble, and he was given a great opportunity. And unfortunately, one mistake is going to, sell it out there. That's kind of what happened.
Break number 3. David up 2-0 in a race to 7. Ball in hand, 8 ball. Makes the 6.
Drops the ball this time. So it's the first time he's dropped a ball in the break. So he's figuring it back out.
Take a look at this.
Yeah, solids again look like the better option here.
I can go either way with this one. I mean,
Yeah.
other than the 11-9 being tied up.
Yeah.
I really don't like where the brown.
The 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
it's in
that
a
does
weird
go.
spot.
Maybe he can make it right now.
If it gets past the 2, I'd have to have a line on it to see, but I don't think it does, or he'd be shooting it.
Let's take a look at this view.
Yeah, no, 2's in the way.
Yeah. And I'm sure he would have loved to shoot that and get that out of there, but.
So going with stripes, so he's only got one problem to solve. The 9, was it the 9-11?
I do believe the 9 goes in the same pocket that he's shooting this 15 into. So if he gets good position.
He's not in a good spot here. He's got the 13, but he's probably going to be running into the 4. He's got to. Yeah, so he did run into the 4. Might have opened it up a little bit for him. Not sure if he can take that 11 all the way down, or he might have to flirt with that 12 ball down on the bottom rail. But that's always a fun shot, trying to cut straight over when you're almost straight at it. It's a makeable shot. What's he doing here? Just playing safe.
That was risky.
Yeah.
Almost scratched. Opened up the table for Mike.
Yeah, I don't know where the thinking on that shot was, what he was trying to accomplish. I mean, where was the cue ball going that Mike wouldn't really have a shot,
Yeah, maybe he was hoping for a double kiss and then just kind of put him back on the far rail. But
yeah, I think firing at the 12 would have been a better option for him.
he confidently strokes that ball in the corner, and I think he rolled a little too far for the 5, but no.
For the 4, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tight. No, you're right. I don't think he's got it. Otherwise, he'd be down on that shot already. Or maybe he does have it. He's just taking a really close look, putting a lot
That's about as close as it can be. Oh, he had to cheat the pocket, and he threw it in. A lot of English.
Yeah, he had to spin that a little bit.
Came back out to center table. Beautiful shot.
2 nice shots there by Mike. That's why I'm surprised that, he missed that 9-ball shot last rack. That's just, he's making these shots. You got
to say.
Yeah, you got to make those routine ones, So, yeah, table minus the 8-ball. Like, he's going to have to kind of punch that out at some point here. Maybe using the 3-ball. Draw back on the 2, get an angle on the 3, and run off the 3 into the 9 would probably work for him. He'd have to get the cue ball back a little bit farther down table than where it is right now. Maybe like a half a diamond or a diamond. But he's firing at the 3 right now, so that takes
I like that
ball away.
I mean, he's definitely saving the breakup or the last shot on the 2, which,
you don't want to do.
It's risky.
Yeah, you want to try to find a way to bust it out as early as possible if you can, but now he's running out of options here.
Yeah, I don't even see a real easy breakup on the 8 if he leaves himself perfect on the 2. The 14's in the way.
If he hits a 2 right now, comes off the side rail and finds either his way into the 14.
Tons of inside English.
Yeah. A little bit more top, I think, and a little bit of right would hold that ball. I think that's what he's doing. See how it works out for him. See if you get the 14 to go in. Yep, 14 goes right into it.
Beautiful.
But where's the cue ball? He's hooked. So
I guess that was the gamble there.
See how Mike feels about jump cues. He does like them, so I think you might be seeing a jump cue come out here. And he uses the Predator Air 2 jump cue, so let's see how that thing works out for him right now.
Wow. What a beautiful shot.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take another look at that one after the match here. He's got another tough shot on the 8, so he's been making some decent shots on this rack. So again, this is a very makeable shot, but it's a pressure shot. Oh, and he went for the bank. See, it was a cuttable ball.
You know what? I think he came out okay. I mean, the 11 does go down, but it's not a gimme. You gotta stay down and make this shot.
Yeah, and if he doesn't like his options here, there's a few different ways to get safe here if he needs to.
Here's that jump shot replay, right in the middle of the pocket.
Yeah, just didn't get much of a reward on it.
Play 2, bank 8. Yeah, James. I mean, maybe he didn't see that where it was tied up. Might have been a safer option for sure.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure Dave's gonna find his way out here. Take this 13, get that. This is trouble ball right now, unless he thinks he can get a better angle on it.
Yeah, I think he rolled a little short. He'd much rather take that, head rail ball down there. But you got to roll with the punches.
And by doing this, he's going to be saving that 13 for lat. Ooh. So Mike gets another chance here. Where's that 8 going to end up? Not in a good spot.
Man, and that's just a bad roll. I mean, a lot of times when your opponent misses and you don't get a shot, it gets frustrating, and sometimes you just get those rolls. I mean, we all have experienced that playing pool. Yeah, I wonder what he can do with this.
Yeah, I mean, if you have ball in hand right now and you're David, right? Could you get the 10 ball, or what is that?
Look at that. I was thinking the bank might be on, but I couldn't see the angle. That was his only shot.
Yeah. Yeah, because there wasn't much for a safety at all.
Not with 3 balls sitting in pockets,
Mm-hmm.
And now the 14's moved a little, so that could be a saving grace, but let's see what David elects to do here.
He's got pretty routine 13, 9, 14. Just float off the bottom rail, come up a little bit. He's going to go after the 14. Looks like saving the 9 ball for last. Looks a little straight here. So yeah, he drew it straight back. Didn't have any angle really to come out for the 9, so he drew back to get on it, which makes a longer shot, but and he's up against the rail, so All right. Mike was definitely holding his breath on that shot.
He got out of that chair quick.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to go down 3, race to 7.
No. He needs this game, and then he needs to maybe pull together another rack.
So now it is within 1. And an update on the UK Open. Looks like Joshua Filler has came back and is taking a lead over Ruiz, 12-7. And they're racing to 13, so the killer Filler is on the hill and shooting. So looks like he's going to be the UK Open champion. Not that anybody should be over on Matchroom right now, but
well, now that it's done or getting real close to it, we might get a few more viewers here. And also keep in mind at 4:00 we do have the Knights match.
Knights Court coming at you live from the Mad Apple.
A little bit of a player break here, which, honestly, probably a good idea for Mike. Regroup after a couple of those misses. Get your head right.
Well, so in Mike's playing well. He's just like the first 2 games, the balls were just not laid out in his favor at all, which, you could look at it one way or the other, like, your balls are laid out. Doesn't matter how they're laid out, good player. But I'm sorry, like,
Right.
Sometimes balls are just when you're playing 8-ball, they're just in a spot where, like, you're at a severe disadvantage.
Yeah.
And
those
it's
like
first
you
2
feel
racks,
like you're making balls, but you're not going to win because you got 3 balls you can't make.
Yeah.
It's a tough place to be. So these guys are evenly matched, though, Fargo rating wise.
Oh yeah, about 1 point difference there.
I do believe so.
So score update. It's 2-1. Mike just has not put his score up on the board yet. We are in a player break.
Yeah, he ran for that break, which like I said, I think that's a good strategic move.
We'll see if it pays off here for him. See if he can put a few racks together.
So we got the questionnaire filled out by Mike Gaines, but we did not for David Gentry, so we only have half the picture. But for those that don't know, Mike Gaines is from Rockford, Illinois, 35 years old, shoots with a pea shower, Rogue 2.4.
Rockford, Illinois. That's where we used to have our family reunions at the old Clock Tower Inn, but I think I brought that up. He played a while back, and I think I mentioned that, and I think they said the Clock Tower Inn is no longer in existence.
Oh, man.
Or maybe it is, or they redid it or something. But
new ownership, new name. Things do change. Things have been changing a lot the past 3 years. A lot of small businesses turning over, changing names.
Yep. All right, so we haven't seen Mike break yet, so we'll see where he's coming from here.
So I do believe David's been doing second ball breaks from the right. Looks like Mike is just hitting straight on with a little elevation, kind of a pop break.
Cue ball flirting with the corner pocket.
Got a lot of movement, but I do not believe a ball went in.
No, David is at the table.
So looking at this rack, I mean, either one, stripes look to be the obvious.
Yeah, I like the stripes here.
Hey, Jeff Jansen, how you doing?
Yeah, the problem with taking stripes right now is if you drop 4 or 5 of them and you don't get out, your opponent's pretty wide open. That's a that's just any 8-ball game. Like sometimes I always say, if you can't run out, just leave your balls on the table and have your opponent deal with that mess.
Oh yeah.
So it's always a lot easier to run out when there's nothing on the table.
So I think he's going with plan B here. He definitely wanted the 15. Ended up, drawing back a little too far. Now he's working himself out of the situation. It doesn't seem to be getting better.
He's at about plan C or D right now.
Adam Putt Sluts, man. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Come on. You're young. Head over to YouTube. You know how that works. Subscribe. Hit like over there. Helps us out.
Absolutely.
Last time I saw Adam was the WSPA state tournament in Appleton, Wisconsin. We ended up playing against each other.
Man, that feels like it was just a week ago, but it's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, it comes around quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I see Ray South Strip sitting in the dark corner just staring at me. I hope he doesn't hear he didn't hear the commentary earlier.
What do you mean? Hope he didn't hear. I hope you're listening, Ray.
I think he is. He's just staring.
Ray,
I might have to slip out the back door.
Ray, just give us a wave if you're listening to us.
Every ball is a rail. Remember that. So David's not messing around here. He's working himself out of a situation. Thank you, Amy, for the like. Do appreciate it. And if we missed any of you, thank everyone. Sometimes we don't see them, but we do appreciate it.
He had to play a real control shot there if he was trying to get on the 13. I think the 4 just kind of hooked him a little bit. Or has he got a piece of it here?
Yeah, I think he's okay, but I mean, it's tough you're going to have to stun this out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he's got enough to maybe bank it, but if he's banking it, that's a double kiss coming.
Let's look at the overhead. Really tight.
Yeah, I don't know if he can get at that. Not in the corner. Yeah, I see bank was double kiss. That's what happened.
Well, you were right. The only opportunity he had there was a bank and maybe try to get the ball out of there for the 14 in the corner.
Yeah, there's just, I mean, maybe there is a way to do that. It's way above my skill level, but
yeah,
I saw a double kiss happening there.
Yeah, he had troubles with those 2 balls. He tried to get on those twice. So, again, Mike hopping out of his chair, ready to go. He doesn't have a beautiful starter shot, but it's definitely doable. 6 in the side.
Yeah, that 13's a little bit of a distraction ball. And, yep. So, just playing with your mind a little bit, That 6 ball definitely had room to go in. But he had to, the 13 was just in the back of his head. He had to hit. Make sure you can miss the 13, otherwise you're giving up ball in hand. Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a good hit.
Yeah, but the way he left the ball, I mean, I think he just needed speed control-wise, he kind of slammed that.
Well, I do believe we're going to see the, what is that, the Predator Air Pro? No. What does he use?
We don't have a questionnaire filled out.
That looks like David. A P-Shower jump cue.
Well, I'd have to put my glasses on. Oh, hit the 5 first.
That will be ball in hand for Mike. Again, this is an opportunity that he definitely does not want to pass up.
Yeah, I mean, this table here is pretty runnable. I think you're going to see Mike getting out here.
Yeah, I'd probably start with the 5 personally because I don't like trying to go back for that unless it slides by the 14.
I like starting with the 5 as well and then start working your way down table. Or, you could start clearing the bottom of the table first.
Well, let's take a look at that overhead. I mean, does the 5 slide past the 14 in the upper left corner? I don't believe it does. So he's going to have to plan for that if he doesn't take that first.
Yeah. Take the 5 now. I mean, right now he could play it in the side, which you don't need to, or the corner, which is
5, 2, work your way down, maybe 7, 8 in the side. Yeah, I mean, I see where you're going with this.
Or, yeah, if you start with the 7, you can get on the 5. But, yeah, you want to get on that 5 pretty early just because of what you're saying. It's only got the one pocket.
It must go.
Yeah.
From this angle, it does look like it goes. So I think he's going to follow up for the 5. Yep. And then get those problem balls out of the way, maybe 2, and then work his way, as you said, down to the other end of the table. Where he decides to shoot the 8 will be interesting.
Oh, he pulled back. Okay.
Confident stroke.
He might want to save that 2 ball for last because he could play a stop shot on the 2 in the corner. Be set up on his 8. So he might plan to play that 2 ball for his last shot, and he can go after the 6 ball right now without any worry of really having another shot. I mean, he's just naturally going to have another shot if he takes the 6 right now. He's got the 1 ball too. He's got to be careful here. All right, so he did clear the 3. So I like this. He is saving the 2 ball for last, which I like.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely goes in the upper right pocket, so that would be a good
just a stop shot.
Key shot, right.
Get on the 8. He's got to get the right angle on the 3 ball here, though, so he can get on. You want to get nice and straight on the 2 if you can. So this is just a little touchy draw. He's following this, it looks like. Yep, right off the bottom rail.
Well, he shot about 4 of those in a row now, so he definitely has practice. And look at the speed on that.
Yeah, perfect. He's going to be able to get nice and straight on the 2 here, it looks like. Just 2 stop shots.
Amy Danielson White says, "Let's go, Mike." Thanks for joining. We do appreciate you all. If you get a chance, like and head over to YouTube and subscribe over there. Every little bit helps, and it's free.
And just like that, our current champion has tied it back up. So we got a match, folks.
We got a match. It's going to be a nail biter if it goes hill.
They typically do here on the Open Stream and Mad Apple Extreme.
A little bit of an overview of our arena table.
The stadium view. Love that big screen up there. I always hear the players after the match like, it's so different like when you're looking down on the table and you have an overhead view.
Right.
And I'm like, well, you do. All you got to do is look up at the screen.
Yeah, and it's a slight replay too. Yeah. So if you look up quick enough, you can see
what you did.
Two of your shots, one on the left and one on the right, which is delayed on purpose so that you can see what happened. So Mike's sticking with the center ball pop break. Didn't work last time, but he made balls this time.
And they're opened up.
Well, he made a solid on the break as far as I saw, maybe even a stripe, but I don't see an amazingly awesome starter shot here. Yeah, other than what, maybe the 2?
Yeah, 2 or the 14. I like taking the 14 in the side here.
Stripes is not bad.
Stripes look okay.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
So probably is going to go with the 14.
The angle on this will allow the ball to roll.
Or the 12 all the way up. A little bit of green there.
He was thinking about
Yeah, if that
getting
shot,
that 13 out of there after.
yeah, that shot goes in. That table is pretty runnable right there. So right idea. Like the shot. It was just like you said, not a great starter shot. You got a lot of green, a lot of distance between the cue and the object ball.
Well, open table for David Gentry.
I'm still taking stripes. Might as well take that 13 right now.
I mean, that's what Mike wanted to do next.
Yeah, so
Pop that out of there, and the rest is.
Yeah, just continue with what Mike was going to be doing. So now it's Dave here in the driver's seat right now.
Man, this all I really see now is a combo.
What's that shirt he's wearing? What is it? He's got a guy in the back with a pool stick.
Gentleman's game.
Looks like the Monopoly guy almost or something. I can't.
It's got that old mustache too.
Ooh, just hit the.
Well, that's the problem with with that. He got a little off on his leave, so he was forced to take the combo, but he did block the one, which now is probably going to be gone.
Yeah, take the one right now, and then if he gets this one in, he doesn't need that pocket that's being blocked.
And it does go past the two, it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
Nice. Mike Gans, thanks for the subscription. Really do appreciate it, man. Tell your friends. And stop by. Mad Apple, Burger and Billiard Company, Appleton, Wisconsin. Weekly tournaments, great food, Scratch Kitchen, Pro Shop, MH Potting Pen Glaze.
Awesome Pro Shop manager as well.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't get much better than MH. I mean, he knows everything about pool and everything about equipment.
Yeah, his knowledge. I mean, I like just picking his brain sometimes, going there and,
You got to set aside a couple hours if you ask him some questions. So
yeah, if he gets into the physics thing,
yeah,
you're gonna be.
He
there.
goes deep.
Yep, but I like that. You might not understand a lot of what he's saying, but you're gonna start and something will click.
Right. So Mike's working pretty smoothly through these solids.
But yeah, speaking of the Pro Shop, I do have to stop in there because I have to purchase some felt. I just got new rails on my table, but the felt does not match. So
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
blue felt with tan rails.
So
it looks okay.
It was red felt with tan rails. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Red.
I think it looks horrible. It's really distracting.
I never liked red felt.
I liked it. I'm switching over to the blue though.
It's hard on the eyes.
Yeah.
I might actually switch to gray if I ever had a table. I think the gray is a nice neutral color. Now that they seem to be using that in all the pro events.
I haven't played on it yet. I like the way the light bounces off the blue. And now I hear they got because green was the traditional, right? Green,
right.
And then blue is more like the traditional now.
It is.
But now they have a blue green. So
yeah.
right in the middle. But
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it easier to film. And the blue is such a bright color. It's hard to get the contrast and the lighting right. And
oh, look at that. He missed it again.
That's the whole reason behind Matchroom's decision on gray.
So David had a pretty good opportunity to get out there. Minus, the 8-ball's in a little bit of trouble. So this might be turning into a bit of a chess match, this one, because the first one to bust that 8-4 out is probably not going to have the advantage unless Mike can find a way to do it. Right now, if he takes that 5 in the side, can he get the ball back off the rail to run into the 4-8?
It's tough, but I do see it as the hero shot of the match. I mean, if you make this with a little bit of right and it connects off that rail.
I would put a lot of top on this.
Oh.
Because it's going to come, the natural angle is coming.
Right.
So you put a lot of top and almost hit it.
He hit the 10 ball, though. I don't know if that was an attempt as safe. We might have to ask him later.
Yeah, I didn't follow it. I was watching the cue ball. Where did the 5 go? Was he playing? He wasn't playing it in the side?
No. It was it hit the 10 full.
Wow.
Yeah, which, I mean, there's 1,000,001 options. As pool players, we know how that goes.
Ooh, that was a dangerous shot there. Flirting with the side.
I think David Gentry is in a position where he knows if I miss, I'm still probably okay because that 4-ball's tied up.
Yeah,
It's a dangerous game to play mentally.
Yeah, 4-ball is locked, and right now, I don't see a good way.
Bank the 4.
If he makes this 5-ball, he's actually at a disadvantage. He might want to just push this 5 and block a pocket. Don't even make this ball.
Yeah.
Because
I was thinking this.
Does he got a bank shot?
Yeah, the
Okay.
bank should be on. It's a little bit of it might cross. I don't know what you're going to do with the cue ball to get back on the 8, though.
Yeah, I did not see the bank shot.
Well, there you go.
He didn't have it. It's playing Ooh, beautiful save.
That's the way to do it. Put a little pressure on your opponent, break up your ball, and don't take that
that was a really
unnecessary risk.
A really wise shot there. I like it. Did leave the 10 ball, though.
Easy return. Yeah, I think he wanted to get a little tighter behind that 8, but, it's hard to get perfect. So as a reminder for everybody out there, we do the King of the Hill match on Friday, and that is the Open. That's where you see the, 550, 600, 700 Fargo-rated players battling it out.
Had an awesome match on Friday. Robbie Schmidt played awesome.
Yeah.
Just fell a little short.
Scott Cohen and Robbie Schmidt. Yeah. Robbie did better than any of the other challengers so far. So no one has been able to dethrone Scott Cohen.
Yeah, Scott's been dominant performance, 15-1 and 15-2, and I think Robbie got up to 13 games on him. So made it a close match at the end there.
Yeah, I'm interested to see who's challenging next week, and can they take Scott down? Again, that's Fridays. And if you subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the little bell, you'll get notifications when that goes live this coming Friday. Later today, we have the Kings Knights match at 4:30. We had a little bit of a scheduling typo, but stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and King of the Hill Friday starts at 7:30. Is that right? 7:30.
Yeah. Yep. And the reason why we do it on the 30s is because the tournaments always start at 1 and 7 on those respective days. So we're trying to let the tournament get started. All the confusion of people roaming around asking what table they're on 25 times. You know how that goes. And then once that settles down, the place quiets up. Everybody's in their matches. And we start the King of the Hill and the King's Court matches.
All right, David, we got a pretty good looking table here. 9-ball. He's got to find a way to get on the 9-ball. See what kind of angle he. Ooh, see, I don't know what he was doing there. Oh no.
Oh wow! Right off the 9 in the corner pocket.
But even where that cue was going, that 9 did not have a pocket.
Yeah, I think he wanted to hit it full.
So could we see an answer of 3 straight gains by Mike Gaines here?
Well, David's giving him some chances.
Nice little touchy shot. See, these shots are nerving right now just because of the scratch possibility. See how he handles this one. Very well.
Nice. Puts a little draw on it.
Yep.
Keep the cue ball in check. Well, we have a lead change for the first time this match.
Yeah, Mike started down
2-0, right?
2-0, and has won 3 straight. So we'll see if David can answer back here, tie things back up. I still got my phone running in the background. I want to shut that off before I drain the battery.
Yeah, the Matchroom match is over, I believe.
Yes, the UK champion, the UK Open champion, Joshua the Killer Filla, over Sanchez Ruiz.
Yeah, he's been doing good this year.
Guy's been, number 1 player in the world right now. Just ahead of Shane Van Boening.
Yeah, I would have loved to see them match up and trade places on first and second for the worldwide ranking, but just wasn't in Shane's cards this year.
Yeah, that would have been a great match. Josh and Shane in the finals. If that was even on the table. I don't know if they would have ran into each other sooner, but that would have been pretty cool. The number 1 and number 2 player in the finals.
So this table's a little tricky. The 3-7 combo, doable. I think I'd go with solids here if I had a good starter.
Yeah. 3-7 works. 6 works even better.
6 is in. Yeah, I was thinking further down. I mean, once
Yeah.
you make your starter ball, you don't want to start with a combo if you don't have to. But yeah, the 3-7 obviously is going to be a little bit of a challenge, and getting on the 2 properly.
Yeah, he's going to have to play a combo eventually. Oh, or bust it up. Still there. A little bit tougher of a combo now, though. That ball inched just a little bit closer. So it takes some cutting room away, and it looks like he's going after it.
Yeah, and the physics behind this, it actually pushes the ball over. So it's kind of the opposite of what he wanted to be. He wanted to be on the other side of the 3 for that to work.
So what kind of problem the stripes have? Not a whole lot. Maybe the 15 looks a little weird. Sitting next to the 2. Nice confident stroke there.
Yep. Nice to see him starting strong.
Nice little angle on the ball here. You know, the 15 looks like it goes past the 3 if he gets kind of straight on it. And he's got opportunity to get on it right now, too. He can shoot this 14, get over to the 11, or just go to the 15. Kind of like trying to get on the 15, get that ball out of the way. And like right now is the time to take that 15 because he can stop it, play the 11 in the opposite corner. If he takes the 11, he's going to float past the 15 and not have a great opportunity to get on it again. So let's see what he decides here. He's going to go with the 13. Now he's got a really good angle on it. 4 might have to jack up over the 4 a little bit though. Or he could take the 11 and come off the rail and try and get out for it. All right, so
I like this shot. Brought it back, bumped the 2 out of the way. Still has the 10.
now he's got to find a way to get on the 11 here. Or the 15 goes on the side too now.
Yeah, I do believe he'll probably shoot the 10.
Yeah,
and then depending on the leave, right?
Yeah, come off the rail and shoot the 15 on the side. Yeah, he's
it's a little tricky. A little tricky here. He's working himself through.
Yeah, he's got the wrong angle to get on the 11 here if that's what he's playing.
Unless he banks the 15, but that's pretty aggressive.
Yeah. See where he ends up here. See, he tried to hold that, and that was a tough hold.
You always think you can hold it, but these tables, they're
roll.
fast these days. So we do have a jump cue coming out. This will be interesting. And we'll get you a side angle to watch the height of the jump. If he gets over the 2,
he's going to be coming down on the top of his ball almost.
He chooses the dart method to get a little higher up.
Look at that shot.
How'd he hit that?
Nicely done. Has another tester though. It seems like when you make a nice shot, a nice jump shot, you never get the good reward for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so he's back cutting it into the side here, is what he just called. I wonder why not going in the corner. More of a natural.
Maybe the cue ball was easier to control, but I do believe David's going to be shooting over the 8 at the 1.
Yep, always a tester when you're shooting over a ball like this. See, I found to help me with shots like these, I start focusing on the cue ball now.
Not a problem. Nice, easy roll. 4. then pretty much whatever he wants to shoot, whatever he feels comfortable doing. He chooses a 7.
Yeah, like the 4 ball.
I mean, I would have shot the 4, but you know, certain people like different types of shots. He sees a better run out shooting the 7 first. Can't disagree. If you get out, you get out. Doesn't matter how you do it.
Yep, no wrong way as long as you get out. He's going to come off this side rail just a smidge.
I'll tell you, I'm not able
A
to
lot.
figure out the rotations on these guys today.
Yeah.
I might have to lay off that a little bit, but let's see if this works out for David.
Yeah, I mean, he came a little far because, again, he's got the wrong angle to get on the 4 here. You know, cue ball's going to be going up table. Don't really want it going up table. But
Well,
he's got a clean shot on the 4. So
yeah, he didn't overcomplicate it. He knew he was stuck on the wrong side. Maybe wanted to hit that a little softer, but he has a very doable shot in the corner. A little bit of draw.
Uh-oh.
Man.
Not the shot I'd want on the 8 ball, but
Yeah.
at least you're back at the table.
You know what? These are the
Yeah.
shots that
Yeah.
burn you down, though.
Yeah.
You get back to the table. You have an opportunity to win the game.
But yeah, I mean, you miss here. You're pretty close to selling out. I
Yeah.
mean, because
But I'm sure that Mike is happy for this opportunity, as we all would be.
yeah, so you missed there. You're selling out. And worse, scratching.
Anthony, how you doing? We're going to see you tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, he'll be playing here at 4 o'clock, 4:30.
Better get in your car, man. What are you doing on YouTube? Or you might even be here.
He's probably here. Probably in the back practicing.
Yeah. But do appreciate the chat, Anthony. It's been kind of silent out there.
Anthony is our current knight.
And that'll do it.
Oh, yeah, what did we just miss?
Yeah, you're in the lot relaxing. I can appreciate that. The weather here is beautiful. I think we got about 60 degrees and sunny. Can't ask for much more in Appleton, Wisconsin.
David getting set. Second ball break. Tied things back up here. 3-3.
Still chooses second ball break on the right side. Staying strong with that. Even though it doesn't seem to be working out.
Yeah, right now only, that's his 4th break. So only dropping.
Well, that's a tricky situation to be in. Right against the 3.
All right, see if you can. Ooh. Went right in between everything.
Yeah, isn't that the way it always happens? When you're kicking or something, you don't hit anything, especially when you're trying to break stuff up. If there's a small window, it finds its way through.
taking a 2 on the side here, it looks like. It's going to just roll a little forward, getting on the 5. And I think he's going to try and set up for either that 4 or the 6 combo into the 3. Or now he's good. He can just play the 4 and then bust the 13 right out of there.
Yeah, that'd be a good move.
Yeah, the trick is to try and keep the 3 close, and the 14 or 12 should help the 3 stay there, and it does. But he didn't seem happy with it. He kind of knocked the table a little bit.
He decelerated a little bit on that stroke, but he does have the 6.
Yep, which should bring him out for the 3 if it comes off the rail. Didn't get far enough. But that's so.
Now.
And now he's got.
That's 7, right?
Does that go past?
Yeah. We're gonna have to keep a close eye on that.
It did not go past.
He shot it really quick. Cue ball did go forward, very close to a double hit, but I can't call it from the booth. What do you guys think out there?
No, I think Mike's got some work on this rack to do here. He's got to get that 3 out of there somehow. And does it do? Yep.
Beautiful.
Might have got away with that.
How about the Shane Van Bonen foul on the kick? Did you see that? Where the ref called foul, and then Shane started complaining, and then the ref went and checked the replays for a good 20 minutes. Got everybody's opinion. Everybody had an opinion, I'm telling you. You know how that is in pool.
Yeah, I didn't see it. What was the argument that he
Well, Shane thought that he hit the ball, then the cue ball hit the rail, which would have been a legal hit.
And they said the cue ball didn't hit the rail?
Yeah, from the replay, I actually agree. It looked like it hit the rail first, then slid off the object ball, and nothing contacted rail afterwards. So I do believe it was a good call.
Did they end up reversing it? Or
yeah,
no?
Jeff, I agree with you there. Nope. Shane sat down with a grimace and continued to lose the rest of the match.
There was a shot just like that with Earl Strickland and Efron Reyes, and they were playing, I think it was a $1 million or $500,000 match. They were both racing to 100, and Efron shot, and Earl was like, no, you hit the rail first, and Efron was like, no, I hit the ball, then the rail, and they went back and forth, but ultimately they concluded Efron had a good hit.
Oh, yeah. Efron definitely had a good. I seen that one, too. But, Jeff and Anthony both say that Shane had a good hit, but slightly biased because we all love Shane. But I watched that replay, I don't know, 6-7 times, and it really looked like it hit rail first.
I'm going to have to look at it. I've watched a lot of the UK Open, but I haven't seen that particular.
And they slowed it down. If you watch that little clip that Matchroom put out, you can watch the replay clip. Was it a foul or not? Of course that's good for publicity because you get 8,000 comments of people arguing. But I mean, when they slowed it down, it really did look like a foul. I'm sorry.
I gotta tell it to our viewers out there too. If you ever do post something on like Wisconsin Pool Player Society and you're like, "Is this a foul?" Please include some context into it. Like, are you playing 8-ball? You playing 9-ball? Are you solids or are you stripes? I mean, like, people will just put it out there, and you're like, well, I have no reference to what they're even.
Oh, they love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that Wisconsin Pool Player Society Facebook group is what Patrick's talking about. And, you put in a slow motion shot on a good hit or a foul, and you'll get 8,000 comments with 50-50.
Yeah.
And nobody knows what's going on. But yeah, a little context would go a long way.
All right. Well, Mike's been running out pretty nice here. Ooh.
Oh wow.
I think he got a little fortunate with the nipple there.
You know what? Everybody deserves a good roll once in a while.
Absolutely.
Jeff, I may just do that, but we'll have to watch that replay before I concede. Checked. I mean, Shane shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. I think we can all agree with that. I might have to watch it again, Anthony. I did not see the second hit on the rail. which seems weird physics-wise, but it was such a soft hit at that point.
Nice. I mean, he got a little funny on the 8-ball at the end there, but Mike made it happen.
Got her done.
Take the lead once again.
Second time Mike's had the lead. David has not, other than the tie, first 2 games.
David started off 2-0, and then Mike fought his way back, took the lead. David tied it back up, and Mike's back in the lead once again. Race to 7. So we got about 3 more games to get there. All right, Mike to break. Looks like he's going to start with the center ball again.
Yeah, he has a good center ball break. You can see he elevates, looking for that pop. So you basically hit the cue ball maybe a quarter tip low. It usually pops and lands in the center of the table. Typically, if you want that pop break to work, you got to go a little bit above center. So the cue ball pops up in the air, drops to the center, and just puts the brakes on. And hopefully you end up center ball with the cue, and maybe you make a couple balls. Great spread for David. Take a look at this overhead.
Yeah, like stripes and solids here, but I think I'm starting with stripes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with David on this one.
I like stripes just because everything's kind of in the middle. But solids look pretty good here.
Yeah, I mean, he can roll forward for the 7,
Yep.
work his way around, come back for the 5, maybe 8.
Gotta watch the speed on this shot, though.
Oh, he really
Goes.
popped that out.
Yep. Nicely done. Yeah, the problem with playing the 7 here is a little tricky after the 7. Because he's going to be coming across the table. And how does he end up? Pretty good.
A little fortunate
Yeah.
that he ended up with a couple options here.
Well, that was the thing, coming across the table. I mean, you're just going into nothing but traffic. Typically, if you can, you're trying to run these balls out without running into anything if you can.
Right.
Because when you start running into stuff, it just creates more problems than it solves. But he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I'm glad he took the 2 because I was trying to think where else could that go. Got that out of the way.
See, I think he should be taking the 5 here. Unless he plays the right speed. He's got to get in between the 9 and the 3 here.
I think he likes the 5 for the leave on the 8.
Yeah. That's going to be tough to do here.
Yep. He got a little tight, a little over angled on the 3.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely like the idea of using the 5 as a money ball, but I don't think that's going to be in the cards for him right now. Probably going to have to go after the 5 right now.
So you can see both players are struggling a little bit with the speed of the table, not yet completely tuned into it.
So he's going to be trying to draw this. But he could be drawn right behind in the traffic here. Yep.
Well, that changed the layout a little bit. Looking at this, I mean, your only option is what, the 10 ball?
I just play safe here. I mean, you can play
Not a
10,
bad
yeah.
option.
Yeah, you could play
Not
safe.
a bad option.
But yeah, you know, 10's makeable, and that's what he did. He just played safe.
Yeah.
And locked him up pretty good.
Change the momentum of the game, play 1 safe, maybe get ball in hand.
Well, the thing is, if he makes the 10 there, I mean, he's still left with pretty tough table.
Right.
Now he's got the ability to, you know, get ball in hand and really start wherever he wants, which is more ideal. But David got a good hit, and this is still a much better layout than Mike had originally, so that safety paid off for him. Up against the rail, so he can only follow this ball, really. So that's it. 11, 14, and then get to the 13 and 10 is what I'm doing here. Just play this nice and soft right off the rail. Boom.
Nice.
And then just got a little straight here, though. I think he wanted a little bit of angle. He's going to have to follow through, and he's going to have a long shot after this.
Lisa Heckman, thank you for the like. Appreciate it.
Unless he wants to take the 15 here. He's got that option, too.
Well, he does have an angle. I'm looking at the table, so if he stuns it, it'll slide slowly over to the 10-15.
Yeah.
Or 13.
10-13, yeah.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, so, man, I finally got one right. It only took me 7 or 8 racks.
Well, it's hard to tell if they're going to,
Yeah.
roll it or stun it, but the concept there is he definitely has a shot.
Yeah, so I like rolling forward here. I think he's drawing, though. Yeah, he drew. I liked rolling forward there.
This is not too bad if you're feeling confident. Come off the rail, 10 in the corner. But if you're not feeling confident, you most likely go for the 45-degreeer.
So he's playing the 15. This could be trouble because it's going to go into the 12.
He's thinking about it. He is thinking about it.
If he plays that shot, he's flirting with the 8 ball.
Don Murray, appreciate it. Appreciate the likes, the shares. If you guys are over on Facebook, head over to YouTube. It helps us out. Subscribe.
So it's going to move the 8 ball, I think. Oh, he's just playing safe. Okay,
Yep.
yeah. I like that.
When in doubt, maybe play safe. And now the layout's much better for him. If he gets ball in hand. Does he have a shot on the 5, though?
If he jumps, you can jump it.
Looks like it's close. He's getting right down on it.
Well, if he spins off the rail, maybe. I don't know.
Can't ask for much more than that.
Wow, look at that shot. That was a beautiful shot. So, yeah, he did have the whole ball there.
Now for the tough part.
Needs to put a lot of follow on this shot here. And he put a lot on there, and he got rewarded for it.
I don't know how much of a reward that is, but
He's got it clean in the side.
I think I would have slid the ball down and just shot the 8 in the upper right, but or depending on. Now he's got what?
8 in the side. 8 in the side, yeah.
I
mean, a lot of people don't like playing the side pockets. I like playing the side. I don't know. Avoid it when I can, but uh-oh. And that's why a lot of people don't like playing in the side, because that can happen. All right, see what Mike can put together here. I think he's going to find his way out of this one. Didn't really get the angle he wanted on the 10. He's going to have to put a little bit of a stroke on this one. Maybe come around 3 rails, but the 8 could be in the way. We'll see. Or he's going for the bank shot. He just called a bank. Just trying to hold the cue ball there. Just came up short on the bank as well. I thought he had room to cut that in there, but went with the bank. Now, Mike doesn't really have an easy shot here. Can't cut the 10 down because of the scratch. He could play it safe here. He could hit the 14 and get the cue ball behind the 10 if he wants, or cut the 12 in, I mean. And he is playing the safety, getting the cue ball behind the 10. But that does leave the jump shot. He's got to be. This is not the hardest jump shot in the world. Jump shots are never easy. All right. Still nothing easy here for Mike. He's going to have to bank this. Get the cue ball back up table. Well, he fell a little short. And David to tie things back up here. It's been a back and forth match here. There we go. Tie game once again, 4-4. Race to 7. Like to thank everybody for joining us on the Jester's match, and stay with us after. We got our Knights match going at 4:30, 4 o'clock. I'm not sure what time we're actually starting. I think it's around 4:30. But we're just going to take a little bit of a break after the Jesters and then hop right back on. And again, if you could like, share, comment, all that good stuff. The liking and the sharing really help us out here at the stream. All right, David's sticking with the second ball break here. Opened up nice. Just nothing seemed to fall down. Oh, thank you. All right, so David ended up taking that last one down.
Right on.
Got a little weird. David just never really had a good place to shoot from.
Well, tied up again.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a nail biter all the way to the end here, which is always good to watch. The pressure is on a hill match is always fun to watch.
It's kind of our thing. Hill matches in general seem to happen on our streams.
More often than they would be expected to, I would say. Mike looking at the 13 ball in the corner here. And he'll have the 12 or the 14. Can't really see.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's got room there.
He's got the 9. He's going to come over for the 14.
Hit it a little thick.
Yeah, it rattled. Those are diamond pockets, folks. They'll rattle. Brings David back to the table on solids, and they look pretty good. 4 ball, just drawing back just a little bit to get on his 7 here, or he could push forward if he wants. Do either or. He decides to push forward. Ooh.
Well, how'd he hit that?
I don't know if that's the position he was playing. That was pretty spot on. I don't know if that's what he was playing for.
Well, I'd definitely be slow rolling the 2 in.
Yeah, I mean, well, looks like he's looking at the 1 or the 3 here.
I mean, it's personal preference. It might be a little close for comfort. Excuse me.
Yeah, that 7 ball is gonna get trickier and trickier for him.
Yeah, that was a better choice. Now he opens it up.
And yeah, he should be able to, if he pulls back on this a little bit, come in between the 8 and the 10 to get on his 7 if he needs to.
But what are you doing with the 6? I think that's going to be the big question here.
Yeah. Does it go? Well, it goes all the way down, barring he gets rid of the 5. Uh-oh. Very close. Very, very close.
Well, now, 5 or 7? That is the question of the day.
He's going to go with the 5 here just so he can, well, if he feels confident he can pull back on the 7, get to his 5, he'll go with the 7.
I mean, even if he makes the 7, rolls forward, draws back, I mean, the 6 is still an issue. So
yeah.
He opts for the easier shot. Looks like he's putting a little top right on it to come around the table.
That was a nice looking shot there. See, did he get there?
You know, that's not half bad. I do believe he has the angle to come behind the 6 after the 7 in the side.
So it's going to be flirting with the 14 here. He might run into it. Might just miss it. Let's see. Yeah, just misses it and gets perfect.
Beautiful.
Yeah, nice looking out here for David so far. Now he just needs to play a stop shot. Maybe roll forward 1 inch. Kind of like one of them stun run through shots MH will always talk about. He came a little too far, but still good.
Yeah. This is a shot any one of us would love to have to win the game. Oh, played it a little close there.
Yeah. Definitely banked her in off the nipple there. And once again takes the lead. First time back in the driver's seat since his 2-0 opening run. We're going to take a look at the
Just us. So I'd love to show you guys the replay on the UK Open where Shane fouled, but I do not know about the copyright issues that may be involved with showing that. But I definitely wanted to show Patrick here. Maybe get a second opinion. See, it definitely hit the rail first, then it hit the 3. Whether or not it hit the rail again,
you can tell just by the action of what the ball did. Because if it would have hit the 3 first, that cue ball would not have rolled forward. It would have hit the 3 and went back into the rail, and it doesn't do that.
So close.
So
man.
yeah, it's
so close.
It does hit the rail. That's a foul.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm saying that's a foul.
Yep, Anthony, Jeff, sorry. That's 2-2.
Yeah, if that would have hit the 3 first, that cue ball would
Now, what would it have been maybe in physics kind of a double hit? You know, between the 3 and the rail, it may have gone off the rail, then gone off. It was almost a simultaneous rail contact with the 3. So when they slow it down, though, you could definitely see it hits the rail first.
Yeah, but sometimes
then it hits the 3 and it just kind of dies out.
So when you slow, and you'll see this in a lot of tight calls like that, when you slow down a shot like that and you watch it in slow motion, it's actually harder to tell than if you watch it actual speed. Because
right.
When you watch it actual speed, you understand the physics of what the ball should do if it were to hit first or not hit first. Andy, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
Brooker.
Yeah, we got to get together and shoot some stick, man.
It seems like everybody disagrees with that being a foul on Shane Van Boning's match. And we're sitting here saying it was a foul. We're going to have to maybe take this to Wisconsin Pool Players Society later. Let you guys hash it out.
I'm saying it's a foul.
I do believe it was a foul. And
well, you know what?
Everyone replayed it and watched it. And,
it doesn't matter, actually, because it was a foul.
Right, right.
So.
There we go. It's a foul. Turn off the chat. That's it. Case closed. Jason Shaw. The thing that was funny about that is the ref had to tell Jason Shaw to be quiet, basically, and mind his own business. Because you know how that is.
Yeah.
A little confusion, and everyone jumps in. They all have an opinion. It's getting hectic. And you're the last person on the world that wants to call a foul on Shane Van Boning, which then ultimately, he loses the match because of it.
That was a nice shot there, nice little touch shot by Mike. However, I think he would have liked to get a little straighter on this 4 so he could play a stop shot. Now he's going to have to come over and pretty much play some one pocket here. Take the 4 and try and get the 3 in the same pocket if he can. which is a tough shot. I mean, this you got to hit this speed right with draw.
Right.
I mean, see how he does here.
Slide over for the 3.
And look at that. Let's see if he got. Yep, boom. That was a difficult shot. Very nicely executed there by Mike. Like that shot a lot.
Yep. Andrew Brooker says, again, can't disagree with Patrick's logic.
Yeah, close calls, watch them full speed, and then you can, because you understand what a ball should do when it makes contact with the rail or the ball, and you'll see it. And like in that instance, when Shane was shooting, if that ball hit the rail first, it would have died a lot more than it did. It kept rolling through with the ball.
Beautiful shot on the 8.
Yeah, that was a nice out there by Mike. Really, really well put together there. I like that shot where he was on the 4 and came over for the 3, played a little one pocket.
Yeah.
That was a nice little shot right there.
That's a great out. Maybe that is telling us that Mike's feeling a little more comfortable on the table, stroking the ball, using English, getting position. He came a little short for that 8 ball, and I believe there was a choice there. Shoot it in the side or shoot it in the corner. Now, we all know the corner is a bigger pocket, especially if you hit it at pocket speed. Doesn't matter, though. He got it down, and we're moving on. 5-5.
Yeah, tied back up. We've been tied ever since, I think, Game 3, really. Since Game 3, it's been back and forth.
This is definitely a close match.
Yeah, I think up 2 games by David starting us off was the biggest lead of the match. And other than that, it's been tied and back and forth, lead swamps. So it's anybody's match right now. Nobody's really in the driver's seat here.
So what are we looking at here? I think I like stripes.
Oh, yeah, stripes all day here.
Well, what's your starter ball?
I'm starting with that 10 ball on the side. Or is it the 14?
I do believe it's a 10, but I mean,
Yeah.
that's might go off the 15 and move that into a bad position.
You could play that clean if needed, but yeah, you don't want to move the 15 if you can avoid it. Or you could play the 13-15 combo or the 12-15, whatever.
Right.
13-15. That's going to send the 13 down towards the 9. I mean, I think he's just going to try and play this clean if he can. He played it off.
Well, he called it. The 15 is not in trouble. It's not in a beautiful position, but
got the 12 ball here, I think. Just what does he have after the 12 here? He's probably going to be left with a combo shot unless he can pull back and get on the 14. And he's got to pull back
yeah, he played it.
forward.
He played it smart. He knew if he went a little far, he still has the 9 to bail him out.
Don't like where the 13 ball's sitting for him. He's got the 9, 11. It's going to get a little tricky after the 11 ball. See where he ends up here.
A little bit of an unfriendly bump on the 14. I mean, if he would have went around that, he would have been sitting real pretty. This rack just got complicated.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought he was going to be trying to get on the 11, and after the 11, it gets tricky. There's a lot of traffic where the 15, 14, and 13 are. I think he's saying it slides past the 8. So it's close. He's probably got a half a pocket. Or is he caroming it here? He's trying to carom.
Yeah. Maybe a carom two-way safe.
Definitely was not safe.
Did not work out. Hit it a little thick, also causing the cue to run into the 8.
All right, Mike was looking pretty good in stroke on the last rack. See if he can continue that.
Jay Keating says, both players are very good. Hard to believe they are less than 500 Fargo. Well, I mean, what makes a less than 500 Fargo? It usually means you run 4 balls and you miss right before the 8. Sometimes you get ball in hand with 2 balls left and you get a really bad 50-yard line shot on the 8. You know how that goes. They're right on the cusp.
Yeah, and if at any moment, one of these players could go over 500, which has happened here on the stream 3 times now. And basically what happens is you get to still play Jesters for 2 more weeks as a 500, but after that, you get bumped up to the Knights.
And that has happened.
Yeah, actually, it just happened with I forget who just got bumped up to Knights, and they basically just retired. They said, "No, I'm not going to be back." He won 7 weeks in a row, I think. Went undefeated.
Yeah, I think it was 6. He tied me. Can't have 7. Go for the tie. But, he was winning other tournaments. State tournaments, he was placing in the money for the B division, which is really where you're at the 490, 499 range. Almost touching A.
So Mike putting together a nice little run here. However, I think he got in a little bit of trouble here. He has a 2, but how's he getting to the 4? He's going to have to come around 3 rails with a really powerful stroke here. Or not. I didn't think he'd be able to get
they'll surprise you sometimes. Yeah. Instead of trying to get perfect on the ball, they'll just take what the table gives you. Even though that hitting this 4 is going to run him into some congestion and possibly not get a good shot on the 8, he's got to take what the table gives him.
He's got to get in between the 11 and 14 here.
It's an opportunity.
Yep. Hey, he's still got a shot.
It's not on the rail. He's got room. Very doable shot.
Do you play this in the side or do you go all the way down?
All the way down. The pocket is much bigger if you shoot at pocket speed.
I go on the side here.
It's personal preference.
Yeah.
If you're feeling good and you like stroking the shots, you go maybe corner. But if it's lined up nice and you got that eagle eye, yeah, take her down. Whatever wins the game.
So that puts Mike on the hill. Race to 7. David has to win out in order to dethrone Mike Gaines.
Well, let's see if Mike sticks with the pop break.
See if Mike can get a break and run here to win it out. That'd be a little devastating for David.
If he listens to anything about this stream, I will say one thing. I do believe he's putting a little bit, he's hitting the cue ball a little bit low for the pop. Because I've noticed it drawing back almost every time.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
And towards the corner pocket.
And you're not getting the pop because of it either.
Yeah,
so.
That's actually very similar to my break, what he just did. That's kind of how my cue ball goes sometimes. Right towards that corner pocket.
Well, let's take a look at the overhead, see how the balls lay.
Well,
I think I'm picking stripes as David comes up to the table.
Not a really good. Yeah, he's got the 13 ball to start with.
Or the 11.
I like start with the 1 ball or the 2 ball. He's going to go with the 11.
I mean, that's really the only problem ball. Once that's gone, I mean, you really have to work pretty hard to not have a shot on something.
Well, I did say break and run, but it's not going to be a break and run. It could just be a run by David here. And then that puts the pressure on both players.
Which in our leagues would still count as a run.
It does, and I don't, I don't agree with it. I think all
Well, it's your first time at the table.
Yeah, but any run should be, like a table run should be, because here's the problem I have with it. Let's say you break, you drop a ball, and you make 6 more balls, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're on the 8, you miss the 8. Then your opponent comes to the table for the first time with nothing on the table and runs out. Well, he gets rewarded for that. He gets a table run,
Just misses the 10. I do understand where you're coming from, but we're not talking break and run. It's just run. And you still have to run 6, 7 balls in a row, maybe even 8 if all your balls are still on the table. So in league, that does count as a run. You don't really get much out of it. Sometimes they give out free drink tickets or, stats at the end of the year. Yeah. But there's another thing that I would agree with you on that is what if you break and you make a ball, it's open table, and you choose to play a safety? That safety then gets you back to the table, and then you run out. That was still a skilled win. That doesn't count as a run either.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, you planned it. Should that be a run as well? Even though it's your second time at the table, strategically, you still dominated.
What do the folks at home think? Do you think should it be considered a table run if you're coming to the table? Or should table runs just break and run? That's a table run. All right.
And different leagues might have different rules. APA might have different rules. I know they have a lot of patches for everything down in the APA world.
Yeah, I've never played APA League. Jay Christian, yeah, I think that's who was bumped up to the Knights division.
Yeah, thanks, Junk. Yeah, he got like 1 point over the cap, so he had a little bit of a 2-3 weeks or whatever grace period, and then he got promoted and chose not to play better players.
Well, he was just taking the summer off.
Oh, yeah.
Not that he just had
just play it, Jay, if you're listening.
Yeah, he think he would have wanted to continue playing, but he had a pretty, like you said, a nice long run on the stream, and just wanted to take a break. And a lot of people do that. They don't play pool in the summers, which I don't understand because.
Well, they switched to golf.
Yeah, so.
Beautiful shot on the 10.
I just bleed pool.
Got real close to corner hooking himself. I'm a little curious on what happened with that 8 there. Maybe he got a little too close to the rail.
Yeah, taking a look at the replay. Yeah, he just missed it. Missed a shot.
Oh, and I missed the timing on that.
And that would have tied it back up. Hill. We would have had our Hill.
And right now, Mike is still looking at his shot, so I'm going to let this play one more time so we can see. Now, he was right on the rail. A little tough to see with his head in the way. But yeah, that happens if you hit a little thick or hit the point.
He shot down. He got down and shot fast too,
which is never a good sign. Back to Mike. Makes the 5, no problem.
Nice shot to start it off with.
Little difficult though, because I think hitting that softer may have gave him the option on the 4.
Yeah, and so this is tricky too. I mean, he's got the 4, 6, and 1 all on the rail pretty much. So it's almost like a drill you can run, but he's gotta find a way to start clearing them out. He's gonna start with the 1, probably work his way over to the 3.
Little left English to keep that under control.
So gets on the 3. Or do you take? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he can see the 4. So I mean, what is your option? Just 3.
Yeah, the 3. But does a 6? Can you slow roll that in the side? I don't think so. Not from the overhead view. I mean, yeah, looking at it, from here, I ain't got glasses, but
it would go, but he's got to get past this first.
He's playing a combo here. I don't know why.
Well, that was an interesting choice.
Yeah, that was not an easy combo shot at all. So he went for broke on that shot basically.
Well, Mike really wants it to go hill.
I don't know if Mike wants that.
Well, with that shot choice, no offense to Mike.
Yeah. Ooh, and there you have it, folks. Hill. 6-6 race to 7 here at the Mad Apple Burgers and Billiard Company, located on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin. And it is a match. This is, I think, one of Mike's toughest opponents yet.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of these matches have gone hill in a while. So this is kind of nice to see. I mean, one more game for the victory. Race to 1. David breaking. Mike sitting in his chair.
That's it. $300 to the winner here.
Let's see if David chooses the same second ball break from the right side that he's been using. That really pretty much gave Mike the table almost every time. Looks like we're changing it up. Look at that. Head on. Hits a little to the left. Pop break. A lot of movement.
4 ball was still spinning.
But nothing dropped. What a clincher
And
we have here.
I like stripes, but I just don't see a good opening shot unless he's on the 9. Yeah, I think he's got the 9 ball. Maybe not. Yeah, so no good shot. He might have to stick with solids here, which are fine as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, solids look great. You know.
I think I like the solids because of the 10, whatever that is over there.
Yeah, I don't like the 2 ball.
10, 11.
But yeah, the 10 and the 12 are both on the rail. So yeah, solids actually look better here to me now that I'm looking at it.
Will we see another combo?
So I like saving the 3 and 2 for last here, you know, because you can just slow roll into the 3, play your 2 as your last ball, and then get on your 8, and then start working your way backwards from there, you know. I like taking the 4 ball. I don't know.
Well, combos are not Mike's friend today.
Yeah, I don't know why he shot that combo. He had the 4 ball, and it would have pushed the cue ball up table to get on his 5.
I mean, it was a sharp cut. You know, the angle he left himself, I think he would rather have been on the 4 ball. Man, what a nail biter we have here. David breaks, dry. Mike gets up at the table, chooses solids. And now David has a chance to wrap this up.
Yeah, not a good opening shot here either. I think he's got the 15 is almost dead on the rail, so there is room to bank it in the side, but I think he's trying to slide past the 5 to get at the 9 here.
But look at the 1. The result of that combo now made this game a mess.
Yeah.
And I guarantee, well, I guess I should never say guarantee.
So he is trying to bank this. Yeah, just a little too much.
Oh, man. He almost opened up the 1, which would have been exactly what Mike needed. Now, do you just tap the 1, knock in the stripe, and leave the 1 in that pocket, play a safe? Guarantees you probably get back to the table.
I don't know.
And you open up your only problem ball.
It's what he's doing.
I think it's a good move. I really do. And he moved the ball out so that he didn't have a nice angle to shoot either one of those balls down to the bottom right. Not a lot of options here.
David come back and do the same thing, carry him off the 14, but I don't think he can afford to do that because he would be leaving Mike a pretty good table, so he's gonna have to come with a shot here, and he's trying to tie up.
Just plays a safe.
Yeah.
Leaves him behind the 3.
So our last game, we have a chess match. Who's going to be the first one to sell out is the name of the game.
I do believe Mike still is the favor on this table, the way it lies right now. Mark Bell says, check your messages.
On my phone.
How you doing, Mark? Where you at? You should play in the Sunday tournaments here.
Unbelievable.
And Randy, I do agree with you on that. And it does not count as a run if you play a save. So we've all agreed with that.
You know, I'm going to start just giving money to Mark, I think, and say, hey, Mark, can you go to the casino for me? That guy can't lose.
Yeah.
I mean, every time he pulls a slot machine, it spits out $300 or something, $200, $2,000.
Congratulations, Mark. Wow. David's just firing these in. He's still got a couple problem balls, so, you know, what do you do?
And that's why I thought Mark Bell's nickname Ding was, you know, because he constantly dings the slot machines, but I think it coincides with his last name Bell, dinging the bell.
Well, I think you were right about this. Now, well, I don't think he got the results he was looking for. David wanted to trade places with Mike Solid there in the corner, leaving this.
Yeah, but he didn't leave the 13 in the corner.
Right.
Yeah, so
no blocker.
And he has a shot on the 4 ball, but, you know, the 7 and the 5 are kind of tied up. And he again went for the combo right off the
You know,
bat.
I don't mind that
Yeah.
because it's a safe. If you think about it now,
Yeah.
trying to shoot this ball all the way down and getting a leave for the other 2 stripes, difficult.
Yeah, this is a tough 10 ball to cut down the rail because it's off the rail about a quarter of an inch. So that to me makes it tougher. If it was on the rail, this shot's a little bit easier. But just because the ball's off the rail by just a little bit, the
Would you
shot
look at this?
is very deceiving.
I think Mike's got to get comfortable with combos here to win this match.
We'll see what he's looking at. Man, no one's really getting a good opening shot here.
Yeah. I mean, it's that's how it rolls, you know? Your opponent misses, you don't get a shot, gets a little frustrating, but you got to be happy to be at the table.
You could back cut this 4 on the side, but, you're kind of slamming the ball a little bit. You're going to be losing control of the cue ball.
Well,
but it's an opportunity.
I'll be honest, where the 14 sits, I think there's a good chance that Mike can get back to the table and maybe play a safe here.
Yeah, but if you're playing safe here, because he does have a shot.
Well,
of
maybe
elbow.
go for it, but if you miss, might not be the end of the world. Okay, so he elected to play safe. He did leave him a shot on the 10.
Yeah, it's a small side pocket from here, and again, like you were saying, he doesn't have much after.
Well, just to take a peek at the overhead real quick, I do believe, I'm not sure if the 14 goes in that bottom left pocket. If it does, there is an opportunity for David to get out here.
I think if he's going to play his 10 anywhere, he's got to play it all the way up, and he's got to put a little bit of follow, or a lot of bit of follow.
I mean, if you shoot this in the side and you follow it, you might get all the way down to the foot rail where you can shoot your 13.
Yep, and he did just that. Look at the speed. Does it keep going? No, it slowed up on him.
I think he's happy with this, though. I do believe he has a shot. Now, what do you do with the 14? Roll out.
He would have been a lot happier if he rolled like 2 more inches, maybe.
This is a good angle, though.
Does he got it? Oh, he does have it. Okay, yeah, you were right. I thought he was hooked on the 2. But my eyes, like, everything's
Oh, no, I
blurry
get
on
it.
the
It's
screen.
tough to see on the screen versus real life. But now he is left with a slight cut.
Opportunity to get out here. He's just got this is just a natural shot, natural shape on the 8. Just roll up a little bit, and he's going to have the 8 in the opposite corner. He's got to make this shot. Got to make the shot. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the verge of having a new Jester champion. 1 shot away. No pressure.
What a game.
Can he drop this ball?
Oh,
man. Hold on.
Opportunity for Mike.
Hold on. Mike is like, I'm back at the table.
Never count your chickens, man. You never know. You never know.
Oh.
I would be so happy to have one more opportunity at this, which I'm sure Mike.
If David doesn't get back to this table and ends up losing this match, he is going to have a hard time sleeping tonight.
I would agree with you.
That's a tough mess. I mean, that's your money ball.
You pretty much got where you wanted to get.
Yeah, he played it nice to get out.
Made the 4, which was an unbelievable shot.
Yeah, to get all the way back up table. Andrew's like, "Ow!"
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Folks at home.
We will have the highlight reel out later. You guys can watch that.
It's not over. I mean, Mike's got to run the rest of these out.
It's definitely never over.
I mean, it's getting close. I don't see him making a mistake here.
Yeah, I don't see this as too much of a problem.
No.
Slide over. 7 ball, same pocket.
Yeah, I play this just really nice touch shot and then, kind of draw back off of the 7. Yeah, so now you just draw back. He's going to be coming perfect. This is like your ideal shot because that cue ball is going to be going in line with the 8.
Now, the angle is a little steep, so he may elect to go 2 rails back and forth, and we definitely don't want to see the side pocket come into play.
He should be able to just come 1 rail.
Just nice touch.
Yeah.
Doesn't take anything
Yeah,
difficult.
You go 2 rails, you're slamming, and then maybe like the 1 in a million scratch opportunity.
So I just want to let everybody know who's out there. Head over to YouTube, subscribe. We do appreciate everyone that's watching. Thank you very much.
Here it is. All right. No
That's a
falter.
wrap.
Look at the end of that match, man. Unbelievable. What a fight there by David. Awesome game. Mike remains victorious once again and will be back with us next Sunday. And if the rest of you guys can join us back up here in an hour or so?
Yeah, I mean, 4:30, we're talking the Knights match. We got a great lineup. Also, both these gentlemen played very well. Tough on David for that last shot on the 8. That's how the ball rolls sometimes for all of us. So I just want to say thank you to all you guys out there, guys and gals. And again, I'm going to say it again. Please head over to YouTube and subscribe and hit that little notification bell. Helps us a lot more than Facebook. So thank you very much. We'll see you guys soon.
Peace.
Thank you, Patrick. We'll probably see you in a couple hours.